Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Aspiring Authors Lab Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you having a fantastic morning. I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, your number one inspirational book coach, and I have taught hundreds of women how to successfully write their books and generate a continuous stream of revenue. And that's something that I love teaching, and I could teach you that also. So hit this share button and share this broadcast out with your friends. And the theme for this month has been developing a wealthy mindset. How to develop your wealthy mindset as an author. So we're going to talk about this topic today. This is a very important topic. So grab that pen and paper and get ready to jot down some notes. Today, we're going to talk about taking action. Okay? This is a challenge for you who are aspiring authors, teaching you how to take action and why action is important to you. Well, when you have a desire to write a book, that book, that book is not going to get the message out if you're sitting down on your brilliance, okay? It's not going to just happen for you. You have to get started, execute writing your book. Nothing changes until your behavior changes. I'm going to tell you, you have so much stored up on the inside of you that you are bursting from the seams. There's so much inside of you. And I get it. We all live busy lives. We all live busy lives, okay? But watch this. We tend to make time for things that's important to us. Am I right about it? Am I right about that? We tend to take time or make time for things that are important to us. So is I wouldn't say is you. That's the wrong terminology. So is your book writing important to you? Is it important to you? Think about that. Take action. When you take action, it helps you to focus on what's important to you. And this is the number one key to achieving your goals, by taking action. Take action toward writing your book, and you'll watch things begin to change right before your eyes, right before your very eyes. I remember thinking about this project and how I was going to approach it. And it was a conference that was coming up, and I was one of the speakers, and I wanted to present something to the attendees. And as soon as I began writing my materials, I caught a vision of a blueprint of ideas. I'm going to tell you, I always would prepare written material, whether it was a book, a booklet, an audio tape, something to get into the hands of those who were going, that I was going before. And this might not mean anything to you, but it's a big deal for me because I still use that information in some form until this day. Okay? Until this day. But what I'm telling you is you have to do something for something to happen, because nothing happens until you take action. You can't wish it to happen. You can't, visualize it happening in a certain way. Like you say you want to sell 100 copies of a book and you visualize you selling 100 copies of a book. I understand that, some way you visualize, but you have to put in the effort. Okay. You just can't continue dreaming and wishing and hoping. You have to put in the efforts, and that is to write your book. Okay. Write your book. Now, here's the thought. Nothing moves until you move into action. And I want you to think about it this way. The more you want to accomplish, the bigger the action you need to take. And that means, don't be satisfied with selling, just a few copies of your book or 100 copies of your book. Okay. And have those books just sitting around in your garage or in the trunk of your car, even reducing their value because, things begin to break down. They begin to break down. So if you want to see a continuous stream of income, You got to get in the pot and start stirring things up. And what happens? Okay? What happens? When you start getting in there and actually writing your book, being intentional and write your book. The amount of capacity that you possess only increases the number of options that you have available to you. When you take action, you get results. Bottom line, you are bound to get results. You're bound to get those results eventually if you just take action long enough. Don't give up. Don't get discouraged if things are not going your way. If things are not going your way, change. Change what you're doing. You say, well, I'm not seeing anything. I want things to change for me, but, things are not changing. I'm in this place as an author. Okay? What am I saying here? Don't quit on your dream. This is a book writing journey. And you're going to hit some rough patches. Maybe it's in the beginning. Maybe it's along the way. Sometimes you may feel discouraged because, you're not seeing yourself selling as many copies, or maybe you have started writing and you have written your book and you didn't sell as many copies as you planned, or people are not showing up at your live events, or you might be battling negative thoughts running through your mind. I get it. But I'm going to tell you, the law of averages will pay off wherever you are in your book writing journey, okay? But when you sit back and do nothing, guess what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. There was this lady that I met years ago who could have enjoyed the revenue from all of the journals that she had written. Beautiful stuff, okay? She could have turned those journals into books. And I'm going to tell you, her writing skills were excellent. She had some juicy topics, some really juicy topics that would make you think. But guess what? She never got around to writing her books. Never. Now, she's at a point right now in her life where she's suffering in her body and she's in and out of hospitals. You see, we never know our future. Okay? The only thing that we're responsible for is for right now. Doing something now. Taking action now. Okay? You can't sit around on your knowledge. You can't. Why? Allow your book to work for you. And if you allow your book to work for you and you position it properly, guess what? It will yield some great results for you. Some great results. Here's another thought. Actions create potential. Actions create potential. When you take action, you can learn from your results. When you take action, things change. New opportunities become available to you. They've been right there all the time, but you couldn't see it until you take action. When you take action, get this, your next step appears. Things start happening for you when you start moving, because nothing happens when you are learning or you're sitting back and you're planning. Nothing happens, y'all. There's a time and a place for everything. There's a time to learn. There's a time to sit back and plan, write your goals. But there's also a time to take action. A plan without action is worthless. It's worthless. Nothing begins to change. Put it this way. Things begin to change only when your behavior changes. That's when things begin to change. You have proven this to yourself, many times during the course of your life. You have. If you think about it, think about this. Are you in the same place now as you were 5 years ago or 10 years ago? It might be 15 or 20. Are you in that same place? If you are, you better check yourself. You better check yourself. If you're in the same place as you were 5, 10, 15, or 20 years ago, okay? There's a problem there. There's a problem. You cannot accumulate knowledge and daydream and make all these grandiose plans and just sit there on the sideline like all of a sudden things will happen. It doesn't work that way. No, no. You have to do new things, y'all, to receive the results that you desire. Some of you may be stuck in a place right now and you're looking for a way out. And this is an excellent opportunity. It's an opportunity to get out of that dilemma right where you are. Instead of watching TV all day or, watching the actors, I would tell you, they made their millions. Now, what are you going to do? You're just sitting around in your spare time. Well, take some of that spare time and be productive in building the life that you deserve. Okay? What's so hard about that? Sometimes people have a goal in life to, be invited to go different places to share their message. If you are saying that you want people to hear your message, to bring change in their lives, you have to get started writing your book. Get started. Because there's a previous broadcast that I did that you need to listen to. You need to really listen to, where I shared with you all of the opportunities that come to you just from writing one book. That's all I'm telling you. Just one book. I know there'll be other books, but just writing your book. There's many doors of opportunities that open for you. So that's something to think about. How are your people or your audience going to hear your message if you have not even started writing your book? Taking action is the key to your success. Taking action. Because when your behavior changes, your life changes. So, aspiring author, how do you want your life to change? What can you do to make it happen? When will you get started writing your book? When? So I invite you to schedule a 15-minute, a free, 15-minute discovery call with me by going to bit.ly/generate revenue 2021. Again, that's bit.ly/generate revenue 2021. And I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join me today on the Aspiring Authors Lab Morning Show. I'm your host, your number one inspirational book coach, Gertrude J. Chapman. And don't forget to share this information out with your friends, because you never know who has a book inside of them. Everybody has a story to tell. Everyone has something where they could help somebody else. And in the same token, as you're helping somebody else, you're helping yourself. So let's build together. Let's get that continuous stream of income or revenue, continuous stream of revenue working in your life. So until next time, remember, this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. So have a great rest of your day.